Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy. I want to first and foremost thank all of you who have liked, commented, and subscribed to my content, my shorts, and my videos. Unfortunately, I will no longer be creating content solely faith-based. I will be shifting my content more towards women 40 plus. I say this because I am going to be 45 years old this year. I am a wife of almost 25 years. I have 5 children ranging in the ages of 18 and almost 28, and a granddaughter that's 3 months. With all my life experiences, I feel like I will be able to resonate and help women in those current stages of their life, whether it's parenting, wifing, lifing. I feel like I will be able to resonate with them more. As far as my faith will not be leaving this channel because my faith is first and foremost the sole being of who I am and how I am able to navigate all those things. I just won't be solely coming on here speaking about just biblical based content. So all that, I want to come on here today and I want to also share that you will learn, or I would share some tips that have helped me as I've been able to navigate through those different stages of my life. So today I want to share with you 3 topics or 3 tips that have helped me become the woman that I am today. So number 1 is rediscovering me. I had to rediscover who Tammy was, who and what Tammy loved. And it was hard because for so many years, I just knew how to love or how to show up as a wife and how to show up as a mom. I kind of forgot what I was really, really, really passionate about. So I had to rediscover that part of me and dive deep into what, or not even, I had to look back to see what passions I had. But if I'm honest, that was hard for me because I became a parent at the age of 16. So I was still a kid. So doing that part of rediscovering me was really hard because if I'm honest, that old version of me was no longer a version I ever wanted to be a part of. I had to not associate myself with the person that I am today, with the person that I once was. So rediscovering took a lot of work. I had to also discover new things of interest. What were the things that I started to like as I started to get older, but I couldn't put that time and energy into it because I was so busy raising a family. So that's another thing. Whether you had things that you loved when you were younger and you had to put it to the side, or perhaps there's things that right now you are rediscovering about yourself. That was something that helped me as I became this new version of me. 2 is embracing this chapter that you're in, excuse me. So for me, the chapter that I am in, I am not in the empty nester role yet. However, I have an 18-year-old still here. Well, 2 that are here, one's in college and 2 that are on their own. So I say this because although they're here, they don't need me as much. I don't need to do anything. They're self-sufficient. They work, they do their own thing. And I had to embrace this new chapter of loss. I almost felt not needed by them because what I used to do, and some parents can relate to this, dropping off Starbucks at the school, or picking up friends, carpool exchanges, sitting at practices and meets of whether it's track, whether it's cheer, whether it's basketball, whether it's football, whether it's chorus, whether it's drama. I kind of lost myself in not having to do any of those things, that I almost was like, wait, what do I do? Started to do is that I started to invest in personal development. I had to take a lot of time to educate myself in many areas where I felt like I knew things, but I really didn't. And again, as I mentioned before, I was a young mom, and you guys might be in different stages and different chapters in your life, and perhaps you're still caring for older adult parents. I took care of my mom when I was younger, so I don't have older adult parents, and my mom passed away when I was 27, and my stepfather passed away, and I was not raised by my biological father. But again, those are stories for later. But I wanted to say that because perhaps you're in a stage where you're caring for aging parents, older children, perhaps you're starting a family, or you're trying to navigate marriage. I want to help you in those areas as well, the best way that I can. So again, I encourage you to embrace this chapter, whatever season that you're in. Just know that it is just that. It is just a season in life, and it will not last forever. Lastly, I want to share how I went from being this caregiver of a mom. I do apologize for the lighting. I am not going to re-record this video because I have been working on this all day. And for whatever reason, I have not been able to complete this video, but it will go as is. So I do apologize for the lighting. And it to me is more about the information. So lastly, how I went from being this caregiver to a creator. And you're probably wondering, oh, a content creator. And I'm not referring to it as a content creator. I'm referring to it as how I became this woman that I am today, and how I started to build my self-confidence, my self-worth, and how I started to love on me. So I became a creator of loving on me. I started to learn how to just be more confident and pursue dreams and passions that I once loved. I had to learn to do that. And, because again, like I was saying, and educating myself in many ways where I once couldn't, because I was solely in that role of parenting. And I want you to be encouraged by my content, by me, and by my story, that if I am able to do this as a young mom, you can do it as well. So I am here to encourage you as a woman 40 plus. And if you're going through those stages, and might I include that there might be people listening to this content that are in that stage of perhaps you're 50 and over. And I fall into a weird stage because although I have an 18-year-old, I still am in the category of young adult children that are now having their own children. And I fall into that category of the parent that might be 55 and older. So if my information resonates with you, you can tune in as well, because you can help me in that area of life, because I may not be trying to retire, but I can relate to that parent that is going through that stage of young adulting life. and perhaps your children have to move back in with you, and perhaps you need to help them pay their bills, or whatever the case may be, I can resonate with you. Perhaps you're a mom who is trying to navigate mothering and showing up as a wife and taking care of yourself, because that is ways. And there were moments that I couldn't show up as a wife because I was struggling with my own insecurities as a mom, and perhaps, my body, and, lack of not succeeding and thriving in areas that I wanted to. So again, if that's you and you resonate with this information, and again, I apologize for the lighting. I really don't want this to interfere with my content. I just want it to be genuine, and I want to get this out to you. But if you resonate with any of those roles and different stages of life, this will be the content that I will be solely gearing towards. And once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. If you were able to sit in throughout my light issues, I want to thank you. Again, this is all new to me. This is real. This is my life. I want to encourage you to tune in and to share your tips of what helped you be that wife of 25 plus years. What helped you with that aging adult child? What helped you? And I want to help you women as well, how you can show up for yourself and be a mom and be a wife at the same time. So if you want to see content like this, I encourage you to tune in. I thank you if you have tuned in this far. I love you. Until next time. Bye.